I'm back. So I'm walking around. We finished working out. We walked around because I'm trying to figure out what we're going to eat, where we're going to eat. And guess what? I'm walking through a parking lot. I'm right here. I'm walking through.
We're gonna have to go.
I know. No, we're going to stand right here and let them.
Mom,
Yeah,
no,
yes, we are. We're going to let them do their little antics and we're going to stand right here.
No, not stand right here.
So, anywho, we're at a little plaza in a different city, not far from where we're standing, not where we're staying. Guess where I land as I'm walking through the parking lot? I see the exact same looking Tesla. Now, since I'm a practical individual, understanding that there's more than one Tesla in the world, there's more than one color, there's more than one. So I decided, I just looked at it because it's one of those kind of cars. Yeah, it's a sore thumb. You're going to see it. It's not a regular looking vehicle. So I decided to look on the back of the car. I decided to look at the license plate, and guess what? I took a picture of it. Guess what? And guess where the license plate? Texas. You heard it. It's Texas. And then now, as I sat here, I went and found somewhere for me and my son to sit, not far from where we saw the vehicle. Okay, to sit down so I could like basically clear our energy a little bit and take my time to figure out, because when you're rushing, you make mistakes. So I was like, let me find somewhere to sit so I can figure out what we're going to do. Now, what's going on right now is the powers that be is activating all of the people that they have hired, as well as those that they're just controlling by the mind. Okay, that's what you guys are sensing. That's what you're hearing, including security possibly. That's what you're sensing. That's what you're hearing. That's what you're feeling. To trigger and activate my son, which is somehow traumatized by something to do with children either being sad, crying, abused, or whatever. So when children are like loud, crying, and activated, it triggers him. The powers that be know that. Okay, he's an autistic. He's a neurodivergent. I'm a neurodivergent. Okay, with a lot of trauma. So they're here. Here's where I'm going. The people from Texas are here. Is it a coincidence that they just so happen to land at the places that I land and the days in which I land there? The times in which I land there? I think not. I think not. I saw the two ladies that I recall seeing, these same two women in that Tesla when I was in Texas, because there was a time that they were following me to a mall even there. I would go to the mall and I would see this particular Tesla always seem to land there when I land there. They always seem to drive around in the areas that I seem to be going around. So one time in Texas, again, I was walking through a mall plaza and I saw these two get out that Tesla. And guess what? I saw those two walk into the area in which me and my son are standing now. They possibly didn't think I would recognize them, or they possibly didn't think I would be paying that much attention, since all of their cult members are here and been following us around, casting spells, doing all the various weird things that they've been doing to try to get under my skin. I've been ignoring it because, I mean, at the end of the day, me and my son are working on that. But the reason why I'm sharing that now is because I got the data and I got the proof. I took a picture of the vehicle and I have a picture of them. And these two ladies, now who they are, what role they play, I don't know all of that. I just know that these are two ladies. It could be mother and daughter, sisters, cousins, co-workers. It doesn't really matter. Okay, one looks a bit younger, one looks, maybe my age or older. And they're both African American, but they're lighter complected. One's more light than the other. Now, they could be connected to the lady that lost her job where my son was, where we were at in Texas. I don't know the connection. They could be. Because these be cults. A lot of things started happening once me and my son, a lot of stuff started happening when this lady lost her job. Either she quit, she retired, I don't know, or they threw her under the bus to save their own ass, which is classic when you're dealing with these situations. They'll be going along with you, but at the end of the day, they're going to save their job and let your ass walk the plank. And I believe that's what happened to this lady, whether she believes it or not. So I caught this same lady follow me around in Texas before me and my son left. Okay? Her initials are TF. T as in Tom, F as in Frank. I found out that there was connections. There was connections to a cop that stayed in that same complex that was caught stalking and following me around. This is all in Texas. Okay? And now, let me tell you why this is happening, I believe. They are booty butt hurt. This is over. This is it. But these are people that have been following me around to see what ways they can irritate and agitate my son and me. This is how they're making their money. Some of these people are voodoo, hoodoo practitioners. Some of them are Masons, Eastern Stars. It doesn't really matter. The point is they're committing a felony. They're following my son and I around, which is a felony. They're illegally surveilling, which is a felony. I don't care who hired them or why. It's a felony. To just so happen to, plausible deniability. I can go to the mall. Yeah, you just so happen to be going wherever this lady is going on the days and hours and times in which they go there. Okay. You just so happen to need to go to the state that the lady is in when you just so happen needs to. Okay. Now, they could be connected to some famous people. I don't really know. I don't really care. But I did grab some proof today. Because I had proof. I took pictures of it in Texas, and I took pictures of it today. I took pictures of who they were then, and I took pictures of who they are now. So when it is time for me to do what I need to do, I have reference of the pictures from when we were in the state of Texas, and reference as we are in California. And then they will be able to draw the connection and determine the people, what's what. Are you there? Why do you just so happen to seem to land where this lady land? Explain yourself. The Tesla, and I'm going to end this because you know what? That's enough. That's loose. Are they stopping anything? No. And that's what's bothering them most. So they reduce themselves to real petty things like, with the kids and stuff like that, loud noises. Because when you're talking a neurodivergent or an autistic like my son, they're aware of all that type of stuff. So this is stuff they try to do to basically, make me uncomfortable, because if he's uncomfortable, then because I'm not a trashy mother, because I care, then I am going to get up and, try to accommodate him and make him comfortable. So now I'm going to wrap this up. I walked into the place in which they were once I realized I saw the same ladies. And I glanced and I went, okay. I looked at it. It's like, that was over here. I walked back out, tended to my business because that's what I do. Okay. I wanted to make sure that my eyes saw correctly. I'm not a stalker. I wanted to make sure that my eyes saw correctly. So then I left, minding my business. Now, as I stood out, the energy got weird. All of a sudden, kids were activated. All of a sudden, people needed to walk around me and where my son was. And all of a sudden, and lo and behold, guess what? The two leave the location that they were at. They get up because they were possibly text that I know they're here and that I'm live. They got up, they left, and started walking towards, where the vehicle was parked. And that's where I got the video footage. Yes, these are the bounty hunters. These are the witches, wizards, warlocks, sorcerers, stalkers that have been paid to follow my son and I around and illegally report and surveil what we're doing, where we're at, what we got on, what we look like, who with us. And they are many. Remember, okay, what I've been telling you all about this kind of stuff. So now, I'm going to end it. I'm going to continue to do what me and my son came here to do. But I did sense and feel today when we went to work out, there was a lot of weird activity, which I'm expecting now. They're upset that I am taking command, that they're not going to corner me somewhere, bitch, without a fucking fight. What, did they mute it out of being scared? I'm still recording. Yeah, they did. They scared. They scared now. Okay, yeah, give me 1 second, because I got to do this. I got the, 1 second. I got to do this. Are you sure you want to stop the stream?